Hello, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. This is Sheila Truelove, and today we are going to be talking about can you find love after 40, especially with COVID 19, this pandemic. And here is my best friend in the whole world who I've been friends with for like, oh my God, 35 years. This is Honeybee Cool, and here we are. Let's take a listen.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Let's talk
I've run into a lot of men online, and they always want to make me their wife. I'm like, are you serious? They're like, oh, you're the one, baby, and all this stuff. They talk a whole good game. Then they disappear after like
6 weeks, you said.
Yeah, about 6 weeks. Yeah, we talk almost every day. And I'm not giving it up out there, or I'm FaceTiming people and stuff, but I'm not showing them my body parts and stuff like that. So maybe they get bored and tired. I have no idea. I try to keep the conversation flowing. We always have good, great conversations and stuff. And I don't call them all the time. They call me most of the time. Because I'm like, if you're not interested, just keep it moving. It's not a big deal. But to ghost me, like like out of the blue, it's kind of shocking. But I always say God will remove them once you speak to God about it. If they're not meant to be there, they're not meant to be there. So they're going, poof, you're going. So just as fast as they come in, they go out. Okay. Yeah. So it is what it is. I've met a couple during this pandemic. Yes, I am dating. Okay, so at the beginning of the pandemic, what I would do is if they lived in my neighborhood, I would say, I'm going to the supermarket on this day. You're more than welcome to join me. And they go, they stay, they drive the cart. I'm in the front of the car and I'm putting my stuff in or whatever. If I need their muscles to put in some water, let them do that, whatever. We talk and stuff. And it usually works out pretty well. It's a date. It's just talking. I wasn't at the time, I wasn't willing to go to the park with anybody because I didn't think it would be a lot of people out there. They might snatch me up. Okay. So, but that has been, I've had 3 dates like that at the supermarket, and we're still okay, but not a love connection for me, but I can be a friend, that's that. So, how has it been for you? Have you dated during this pandemic?
Hell no. No, I have not dated during the pandemic, but I have dated previous to it. Because remember, I used to tell you about the dates that I went on where there was Rick, whatever. Anyway, there was Rick, and then there's always Dale, who was my Italian stallion. Rick, he's someone who I've known for like 30 years, forever. But he's not like a date type. He's like a friend. Um, who else have I dated? I've met a couple of guys on Tinder. Which Tinder, I know that's supposed to be a jump off.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you? Somebody told me, didn't I meet you on Tinder? I was like, oh, I've never been on Tinder or POF. Well, what is it? PFO, POF, PO.
Plenty of fish.
POF. Plenty of fish. No, I've never been on either one of those.
You never been on Plenty of Fish?
No, I thought that was a hookup. I thought that was a direct hookup.
No, Plenty of Tinder. Yeah, that's pretty much for if you want jump offs, if you want a man for the night. Pretty much, but no. But then you also find some good relationships on Tinder as well. When it comes to, there's another one that you call if you just want a man for the night. It's called the name escapes me at the moment. I'll get back to you on that.
Wow.
But I met a couple of guys on Tinder, have gone out to dinner. I never let them come to my home. I always meet them at Colony Center always. And we always go to restaurants around Wolf Road. I don't let them take me to those chicken shack and all of that crazy nonsense, no. And
do they pay?
They pay. They do pay.
Oh, okay. So, and they're not looking for anything because it is Tinder. I thought it was, hookup.
Well, no, they pay. I leave the tip. Or if we're drinking, I'll pay for the drinks and I'll leave the tip.
Okay.
Hookup, before I even go on a date with them, I do video chat. You know, I do video chat, and like we'll set a time for when we're gonna have dinner. Like I'll say dinner is at 7 because I usually get home at, let's just say, whatever, 6. So I'll say dinner is at 7. We'll do that. It's the same thing as going on a date. So we've sat here and I've talked and talked, and then we'll meet after I've done video chat with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the reason why it didn't lead to anything is because, as you know, I've already told you numerous times, dating, marriage. Don't even look at me with those how you say, Cupid in your eyes. No. So a lot of these guys, they are looking for, because they're 57 to 60, 62, 63. That's how old they are. So they're looking to settle down. So they say they want.
Who's looking to settle down? That was my next question. Who is looking to settle down?
60, when you get them like.
Yeah, because they got diabetes and high blood pressure and they need somebody to help them.
Yeah. But anyway, between the ones I've dated was between 57 and 63. Okay. And when they're at that point, oh my God, I got this stupid stuff on my hand. But anyway, when they're at that stage, they're looking for like to keep you, like to settle down. I don't want no man living in my house. I don't blame you. And that's why, like you said, why is it that it can't seem to go past 6 weeks? You know, whatever.
Not for me, anybody.
Because I'm not looking to settle down. I don't want to settle down. Now, I remember you discussing with me that you had been talking to someone for a minute and everything was going great. They call you every day, right?
Prayed with me the whole nine. That's part of the new game now.
How old were they?
How
old were they? How old were they?
Oh God, he was 56 or 57.
57, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be.
And still playing games at that old age. You know?
Because a lot of these things out here are not men. They're not king material. They're nothing but broken little boys.
But this is the thing. Everyone keeps saying, every time I meet somebody, they go, I don't know what you dealt with in the past, but I'm the real deal. They all say the same thing. And yet, they're never the real deal. So I'm thinking, well, maybe if they have to say it so much, they're not the real deal. But, I entertain a lot of stuff because I want to know what's going on out there. So I'll entertain it. And I don't know as if they get that vibe that I'm entertaining it, or I tell them that I'm entertaining it, or whatever the case may be. All I know is they never prove to be that man, because I do not care what you say to me. I only believe in action. So what you show me in your actions, whether you continue to call every day, or if I had this one guy recently. He told me he's a man of God. He's looking for his woman of God. He wants to start his own ministry, and he needs a lady that can handle that. Okay, not a problem for me. Okay, but he said he was serious, and I should take him to God and get the answer. Okay, I didn't do that quite yet. I was seeing how it goes, and he told me he ain't no, as he said, no nugger. Okay, because he doesn't use the N-word. He said nugger. Nugger. Okay, he doesn't use the N-word, and neither do I, so it was a good word to use. Nugger. He's no nugger. He said that he was the real deal and all this stuff. Now, mind you, he lived at a distance from me because he was in Detroit, and I'm here in New Jersey. Okay, so he said all of that. He called every day. He called, maybe 2-3 times a day, see what I was doing or whatever. But I noticed something. Most times that he called from the car. I could never get him after 6 o'clock.
How do you know it was from the car? How do you know it was from the car?
We would FaceTime each other. I could see he's in his car.
Oh, I see what you said. I got you.
Yeah, or I could hear that he's in his car. You hear the horns, you hear, driving stuff. Okay. So I spoke on it naturally. Mm-hmm. So, of course, next day or next phone call, he calls me from the house. But, it's a quick call, So I'm like, I told the boy Black, I think you're married or you have a significant other. No. And I kept at it with that because it's like, if that's the case, then leave me alone. Not that I'm looking for a husband, but leave me alone. I do not want to deal with somebody that's involved. I don't need to be part of your problem. Plus, you live at a distance. I told him it doesn't work for me. I like somebody close. So if I want to go out to dinner tonight, I can say, hey, babe, what you doing? Let's go to dinner. Okay? He can. He 9,000 miles away. So, I kept with that, like, things don't seem right or whatever the case may be. And I didn't take him to God. He fell off. He stopped calling. It's fine.
You didn't what? I take him to God?
I didn't, yeah, because he told me take me to God, pray about it, basically. And if I'm not the one for you, I'll be going. Yeah, I know, but I knew you were going to be going anyway. Okay.
Wow. Did you like him? Really like him?
No, not really. He was nice to talk to, and that's why I entertained it, because he was nice to talk to. We talked about interesting things, so it was cool. It wasn't all about God. We didn't even pray, together or anything like that, which was fine by me, because the last guy that prayed with me every night sort of did the same thing, and he brought up the prayers, not me. Okay. So this is what's going on in the world. Another new thing that they are doing is that they're coming in hard. They're coming in with, oh, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going, whatever you got going on. I could say that I need an oil change. Or let me go, oh, no, baby, I'm going to take care of you. You could go get it done this time. But for now on, that's going to be my job. And, if I'm doing housework, oh, I'm going to come. I'm going to paint for you. I'm going to do the whole nine and all this stuff. And then they tell me that they have not been with a woman in, I don't even mean like a month. They say stuff like 5 years, 8 years.
Oh, get real, baby.
And guess who's the lucky one they want to give it to?
Don't tell me.
Whoa, honey, they want to give it to me. And I'm like, no, keep your deed and give it to somebody else. Because I don't want it. I don't want to be your first in months, because you're lying. Okay, because they talk about a date and they also pre-do everything. Oh, when I see you, I'm gonna give you a nice big hug, or I'm gonna give you a nice kiss on the lips because you got great lips. And I'm like, no, you're not going to pre-do this. No, this is what these women going for.
That's what they.
Wow. I'm like, I can't, but I entertain it, because I need to know. It's content for this, okay? It's content, yeah. I've had some recent callbacks. A guy called me, no, he texted me day before yesterday. Hey, how you been? And all this. I was like, I'm fine. Who is this? He was like, oh, you forgot about me already? This is Omar. I'm like, now I do have an Omar in my life. He's been here for years. But I was like, I don't remember you, this one. And he said, because I knew it wasn't mine, he has my real number. He was calling me on my Google Voice number. That's how I knew. Okay. And plus I had spoken to the other Omar. He says, he sends his picture. Whoa, good looking man.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I didn't remember him, but he sent his picture. And I said, I don't know. I don't even remember him. I don't remember him from way back then, But he was. I can make it bigger. I don't know.
Oh, this is the picture of him?
Yes.
Yeah, but his head looks kind of light, like a
light bulb,
like buttermilk. No, okay. But I can't really see that.
I know. I gotta switch the thing back, and then maybe you can see him. But yeah, so he sends me this picture and everything, and I still didn't remember him. So I said, no, I don't remember you. And he said,
okay, let me take it now. See if it'll do now. No, but tilt it like that. Like tilt it like that. Yeah. Tilt it more like that. Yeah, I can see him. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not bad. Not bad
looking.
Yeah.
He's not bad looking. So I was like, I wouldn't have forgotten you. But apparently I did. So, we talked a little bit and everything. And I said, I don't have this number in my phone. And he said, well, maybe it was my other number. And he gave it to me. And I looked. I couldn't find it in my phone. So I said, No, I don't have it. But then, we ended the call. I mean, we ended the conversation. I tell him I hit him up another time or he'll hit me up, whatever. We'll talk later. And I went digging in my phone and I found him. So it was the last time I spoke to him was February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2017.
What? So that's like 3 years from now?
3 years, exactly. February made 3 years.
So
and you hit me up now.
What was his explanation? I didn't know
this. I didn't know it was that long. I just told him it must have been a few years ago. And he acted like he was like, "Oh, my heart is broken. You don't remember me." And I'm like, "How am I supposed to remember you? It had to be a few years ago. I don't have people in my life like that I can't keep track. I know everybody." Okay.
Right.
So yeah. So then I look back.
I'm here. Wait, let me just get my tissue. Okay. So then you look back.
And I find the conversation because he said, "Oh, we were good friends. We talked all the time." Seemingly we did. So what happened? I don't know. All I can remember is not from the text, but how the way the text went. We were planning to meet and stuff like that. And I don't know where he's from, if he's in Jersey or New York, I'm not sure. But we were planning to meet, and then something must have happened. And I think what the gap is that I think he was in a relationship that I found out he was supposedly ending this relationship. And
married or in a relationship?
No, just a relationship. Some girlfriend, they didn't live together or whatever the case may be, but he was trying to get out of it, at least from what I remember. And then we were supposed to, I didn't know this at the time, but we were supposed to meet. And then when he canceled and he said, "Oh, it's because I think he said it was because, of her." And I was like, "Well, who was her?" And he was like, "Oh, well, there's somebody I'm trying to get out the relationship with and all that stuff." So I was like, "Listen," because in my text, I was like, I don't play games. Okay. I do not want to be walking down the street with somebody and having a confrontation with somebody. Go clean up your mess and then come back. So maybe 3 years later, he's cleaned up his mess and he's back. I have no idea. So I thought that was interesting. I mean, so they all come back, but do they come back for you? Because I have Omar, who is not this Omar, my friend Omar, who's been there for years or whatever. Yeah. He's talking about, "Oh, we need to go out and all this kind of stuff." But same as before, no movement.
You and Omar are friends. You're like brother. Isn't he like your brother?
No, not this Omar. He's not. You talking about Corey? Corey is my best.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
No, Omar is a date. We've been dating for off and on for years, but it's the same thing Dynamic. Over and over again. And he doesn't like to go out, and he's showing me that more and more and more. Now, yeah, we're in a pandemic. But even when we weren't in a pandemic, it'd be like every weekend you call me, "Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing, baby?" And all this stuff. And we never go out. And I'm sorry, I'm a little old school. I'm not going to invite a man on a date. I'm not going to do it consistently anyway. I may ask you once. If we go, we go. We don't, we don't. I'm not going to ask you again. Okay? You're going to have to step up to the plate. And he keeps doing it. I got texts from him every single morning. "Good morning, love. Good morning, baby. Good afternoon, hon." And that's it. I'm like, "Boy, bye. Why are you here?" Have more conversation than that.
Do you ever ask him, "Why don't we ever go out on a date?"
No, I don't even want to be bothered, to be honest with you. I don't. We go, we don't, we don't. But I am going to end it because I had said if he doesn't, I'm not going to do a repetitive thing that we keep doing. And we have gone out on dates, but they've been few and in between. And you're not going to waste my time. Like I don't have the patience. No. And it's not like I like you that much. Not at all. Yes. So can you find love after 40? What do you say?
I told you, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I told you where to go.
Okay.
Go to the cemetery.
So I guess the answer is no for you and me both. I think
I don't agree. That's not true. No. Yeah, you can find love after 40. Yeah, you can. I definitely keep that hopeful. I think that if you can find someone that you can connect with on a spiritual level, then you got yourself something. you know, like the Bible says, don't become unevenly yoked with
Right.
unbelievers or what have you. I think there are people who are happily married.
Hmm.
I think yeah, a spiritual person, not a religious. You notice I didn't say religious. If you connect it
Right.
religiously, no. Do I keep hope alive? Yeah, you can still find love after 40. At the same time, it's like hitting the lottery.
It
It's
sure
like hitting the
is.
lottery
It
this
sure
day
is.
and age. And
It sure.
the number one reason why it's so hard for you to find a good dude this day and age is because they have too many options.
That's what
You
that
have
was going to lead
Instagram,
into my next part. Are there
Instagram,
too many
Facebook,
options
plenty
today?
of fish. Oh, you know the one that site that I told you that I didn't remember Grinder. It's the app dating app called Grinder. That's usually
Okay, I
where
don't know that one.
gay people go, or if you want a man for the night, and they will come, honey. They will come. You just sit up there and you people match, and we talking, we talking, and yeah, okay. Can you be here by like I don't know 8 o'clock? He'll be there at 8 o'clock.
And he will most likely kill you when he's done or rob
He'll be
you.
there at 8 o'clock with his elephant trunk in his pants, and he'll
How
be
would
ready.
you know all of that?
Oh, I heard.
Not from experience, of course.
No, but I mean, you know, as you know, I'm an advice coach, right? And I'm a life love yourself person to help people learn to love themselves and all that crap. And wow, look at this. I got this stuff on my nose. This is gonna be a funny video. This is fun. But I got polish on my nose.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
It's okay. Leave it there. It's gonna make it fun. But yeah, you have grind. They have too many options. You have Grinder. You have Instagram. Did you know that Instagram is like the back page? You remember Backstreet or Backpage? That back page where people, if you the
Oh
guy,
yeah.
the girl, whatever, and then they had Craigslist, but they shut that part down on Craigslist because you can always get somebody on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they shut that down. Now the latest thing is Instagram.
What's
all
going on
these
on Instagram?
Cash App. You got Cash App on your phone?
Of course.
Everybody's making transactions like that now. You see these Instagram looking models. You want to date me? You can date me. Put the money in my Cash App, and I'll be there at so and so.
Wow.
So that's what the problem is in terms of why we can't seem to find. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, trying to find a decent quality dude.
So that brings me to this portion right here. How are these men looking online? Are they looking appealing? Are they looking, I'm talking about in a certain age group, over 40. Are they looking good? Are they smiling? Or are they mean mugging?
They look like walking graveyards.
Yeah,
and then they have the nerve to want a woman who looks like the cover of Cosmo or Jet magazine or Essence.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely. I had transferred some pictures to the PC so I can put them up, but they didn't come through. I don't know what happened. Because I wanted to put up what I've been experiencing. I didn't use the same men.
What they look like?
Yeah, they looking terrible. They mean mugging. When they smile, they ain't got no teeth. It's just horrible. It's like a freaking nightmare. It's like, who could look the worst? And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's a competition. Or who can look the worst? So sometimes if he is okay looking or something, and he talks to me, I'll say, do you ever smile? And they go, yeah, I'll smile for you, baby. Of course, for me and every other woman that asks. Okay.
So the reason why they don't have to look good, they don't have to.
They don't.
They don't have to because these females out here are desperate, thirsty. They're disgusting.
Okay? Yeah, they changed the game.
They don't have to. I could look like a bum. I could be a bum on the street, no job. Listen to me. It's real. Mm-hmm. All of this is real to me. So you blown away, so am I.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I know there's no hope for me because I am unwilling to deal with this. I'm unwilling. It's like not going to happen. I don't mind having a conversation with somebody and we talk, we become friends and stuff like that. But my whole thing is always go back to, is he serious or is he a con? Okay. And I think there's way more cons out there than there are serious men. And if they are a serious man, then he's not really looking for me. He's probably looking for someone much younger, much tighter, much more gullible. Even though he's serious, he wants someone that he can control. And I'm an alpha female. Not going to happen. Okay.
So tell me, what is your love language? You know what love? There's 5 love languages.
Yes.
You know about that, yes?
Yes.
What is your love language?
Have one. Mine is service. Okay.
Acts of service?
Yes, it's service.
Okay.
So I like people to show me that they care by doing things for me. And I guess I'm pretty transparent with that. So that's why I get a lot of men that says, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Because maybe I make it clear from the beginning. I have no idea. Or maybe it's that I got so much going on, because I do catering sometimes. And then I have my real job. And they go, oh, I'll help you cook, or I'll be your sous chef and help you cut up stuff. They always asking to do things that would get them in my house.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And
what do you think about people? What do you think about people whose love language is words of affirmation?
I have a girlfriend that confirmed that that's what hers is. She likes that, and gifts comes in second, for her. And it's not a bad thing, but I if you need that kind of stuff, you might be in a little trouble. You might be a little.
I think that makes you an easy target for a pimp.
Because you're always looking. You feed off of that. I'm trying to work you to death, and she's trying to feel beautiful. I think it's a self-esteem thing sometimes too. So she likes somebody to do that for her.
I was talking to I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, baby.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking to my daughter and my son, and that's their love language is words of affirmation. So not to be mean or whatever, I didn't understand that, because my love language is quality time. Like, how much time do you spend with me? And then secondly, it's acts of service. Because
mine's is opposite. Mine's is acts of service and then quality time.
So yours is the same as mine, but just first.
Yep.
Mine too. Well, now, acts of service comes from if I'm dealing with friends and my man. When it comes to my children, how much quality time do you spend with me? That's what's important to me. That's a love language for me.
Right.
But I'm trying to understand people's love language who it's words of affirmation. Anybody could come and blow smoke up your behind.
And tell you anything.
Because that means praise. Because I studied that. I looked it up. What is words of affirmation? It means praise.
Yes.
Praising me, praise me.
Yes, because you didn't get praised somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. Is it a self-esteem issue? I don't know.
What do you think? I'm like, we're both like,
well, this particular friend I'm talking about, I would say it might be a little self-esteem issue, because she wasn't always told that she was beautiful, or, and she's a very nice looking woman, but she wasn't told she wasn't told that a lot in her life,
But you've been my friend for over 30 years. You know me. Have I given my kids, 20, okay, whatever, girlfriend. Have I, me, and my son and my daughter. Now, do you think that I've always given my kids words of affirmation?
You've always been very positive with them, and you always did praise them and tell them that they did a great job.
My daughter's beautiful. How many times did I tell you?
Yeah.
Louis, you can look on my channel, man. He's nothing but blown up on my channel.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand, why would that be their love language? What's up with that?
Wow, that's interesting. You're right.
Because I've done nothing, and you're my witness to that. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
I praise these.
I remember when your daughter was a little girl and she would dance, and you used to be like, she got it. This is where it's at. I'm like, wow, yeah.
But how much of that can you give? But some people are just.
But you praise everybody, Sheila. Look how when we just got on, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, you're that. You praise everybody. So yeah.
But you got to give praise where it's deserving.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that it's genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, let's keep it real. Like I give people praise all the time. I could be walking the street, somebody smells really great, I let them know it. Mm-hmm. I see a female, she's dressed like a lady, she's looking amazing, I let her know it. If you wear sensible shoes and practical shoes, I don't know what's up with that, but I let you know. I praise you to the hills.
Right.
You
So
know?
I don't understand that. You should probably have a
That
conversation
came from when they
with them.
started dating.
Because maybe it's not about self-esteem, because we both know that you've done your job in that area. So maybe it's about something else.
Could be, maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, do I still think it's hopeful to find love after 40? As long as you can find someone you can connect to spiritually. Yeah. I keep hope alive.
I'm
Okay, my tubies, we're going to do a part 2 of this. Can you find love after 40? This is Sheila True Love, and yes, you can find love after 40 because I love you. How about that? Isn't that what's important? It's not important whether you can find a dude or whatever. What's important in life is whether you can find people who honestly and genuinely love and care about you. Anyway, I'm going to move on to part 2. You know, I'm glad my girlfriend did something for me here. It's true. When my kids sit up here and say that I don't praise them and I'm this, you know, that's all I've done with my kids. You know? Anyone who knows me and I've talked about my children is praise, 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 praise. But with some people, like I said, they're bottomless pits, you know? Anyway, yeah. Can you find love after 40? Part 2.